and he is the Messiah, Masih. The Quran said, I read it to verse 45, chapter 3. So, وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُبَشِّرُكِ بِكَلِمَةٍ مِّنْهُ. God gives you glad tidings of a word from him. اسمه المسيح. His name will be the Messiah, Christ. His name will be the Christ. We Muslims believe that Jesus was the Christ. We have no other Christ. Have we? Have we Muslims got another Christ? No. The Quran says, Ismuhul Masih, his name will be the Messiah, translated Christ. And the Bible tells us, the Holy Bible tells us, he gives us a test. How do we know a true prophet from a false prophet? The first epistle of John, there is a Gospel of St. John, that's one thing, and there is an epistle of John. First epistle of John, chapter 4, verse 1, it says, Beloved, John is addressing, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. I'm only reading the Christian Bible, the first epistle of John, chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, you people, my beloved brothers and sisters, it says, believe not every spirit. Don't believe every Tom, Dick, and Harry, what he comes and tells you. Don't accept it. Believe not every spirit. But try the spirits whether they are of God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. The false prophet is a false spirit. The true prophet is a true spirit. The word prophet and spirit are used synonymously here. Don't believe any spirit, but try them whether they are of God. For many false prophets have gone out into the world. How do you know a false prophet? He's got a false spirit. How do you know a true prophet? He's got a true spirit. That's how you, if he's got the true spirit, he's a true prophet. He's got a false spirit, he's a false prophet. How do we know the true from the false? Verse 2, he says, the prophet that confesseth that Jesus is the Christ is of God. Your Bible, he said the spirit means the prophet that says that Jesus is the Christ, he is come in the flesh, that is born on earth, he is a true prophet. The prophet that confesseth that Jesus is the Christ is of God. I said, why don't you apply this test to Muhammad? Not only Muhammad said so, but 1,200,000,000 Muslims of the world, 100% of us, we believe that Jesus was born miraculously, that he is the Christ. He gave life back to the dead by God's permission, and he healed those born blind and the lepers by God's permission. And now, yet they consider us to be the antichrists. What we have to do, we have to educate them, inform them. But before we do that, we have to educate ourselves. And to educate ourselves, we need this book. Imperative that every Muslim, you have this book. And if you can afford to have two, get two, and present them to your Christian friends. Your neighbors, give it to them. Wallah, give it to them. Your employers, give it to them. Your employees, give it to them. Says, look, this is the Holy Quran. Please respect it. This is how we use this. When we are in a state of impurity, we don't touch this book. So, be in a state of taharat, purity, and wash your hands before you use this book. Give it to him. Give it to him or to her. And let Allah do the rest. Let Allah speak to him, to his heart and mind. You can't do a better job. Use Allah's kalam, his words. Let Allah do the talking. And you can't find a better advocate than Allah. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Thank you, Sheikh Deedat. Question time will start very shortly, basically after I've explained the simple rules. For the sisters, for all the ladies, there's a microphone down here. If you could please queue along that aisle there. Be careful when you're coming down the front because there are a few leads around. We don't want an accident. The same thing applies to the men. There's a microphone over there for you. If you could queue over in that area there, it will make things a lot easier for everybody. The rules for the questions are quite simple. You ask the question to me, I'll pass it on to the Sheikh. We want questions. In fact, we welcome them. And if the Christians want to come down, they're welcome to come down and ask, because the message is addressed particularly to you, and I'm sure you've got questions. When you ask your question, please try to keep within, say, about a minute of time. If you take too long, it means the people behind you can't get their questions in. And inshallah, we'll try to answer everyone's questions tonight. When I say questions, I also mean questions. The lecture has ended. Please don't attempt to give another lecture. By the same token, if you wish to give a sermon, St Andrews is next door.